I wanted to talk about how YouTube changed my life in 1 week. I recently decided to do a late New Year's resolution goals. One of them was to become a YouTube creator, which is something I have wanted to do for quite a while. And since I did write it down on my goals, I started it. I didn't put a lot of video watching in before my first video. However, a couple channels said just start and go, which I did. And I just wanted to say, totally unexpected this. It reminded me a lot of times I really miss MySpace. I'm not sure if you guys ever were on MySpace, but I love MySpace. So back then you had an opportunity to sort of, hate to say, compete with yourself, but I kind of felt like it was a platform for you where you could sort of highlight your accomplishments and everything, or is how I viewed it. And, you know, I was excited to switch over to Facebook, but Facebook seems like more of a forum where you're competing with other people, and which sometimes makes you think, well, I'm not doing everything I should do, this, that, and the other. So getting onto YouTube didn't even occur to me that it kind of reminds me of MySpace, where it has encouraged me to try to do better and be a better person. And it has kind of shown me in literally 1 week's time that I have room for improvement. And when you retire, it's so easy to kind of get in this mode where, you know, you're out of the work mode, you're out of the responsibility mode, you only answer to yourself. And sometimes when you're answering to yourself, you're missing out on some of the critique of other people. And that could be hard sometimes. And I probably have spent a good part of the last 4 years alone. So I don't have a lot of people to impress or, you know, do things with, anything like that. So I don't have any of that. And so starting this channel really shockingly is putting me in a direction where I really want to improve on myself, and I want to help other people in the process. I kind of lost sight of some of the talents that I have. I've been retired for a long time, actually, and I've lost sight of some of the talents that I have, really to where I could help other people. And that's something I really hope that I can accomplish on here and hopefully meet some new people. But I just wanted to share my first week because it was completely unexpected. I didn't realize what kind of journey I was taking myself on, actually. And I think it's going to be a journey of personal growth, especially for a retired person that's been retired out of work for quite some time. I know I look young. I mean, I guess I still am young. A lot of people aren't retired. I'm 57, so there aren't a lot of people retired at 57. But I do think that people, even though if they do retire, they should stay active and do some things. So you're not just sitting around on the couch doing nothing, which part of the time I did for quite a while. And that is something that I don't want to see anyone else do. So I think one of the best things you could do is plan ahead and be ready for when that time comes, so that you have things to do. And as I mentioned in one of the other videos, those cards I love for setting goals, they're a great resource to keep you on track and focused. And especially when you flip over the back, I mentioned you can write your shopping list on there, which is great. And the cards are really stiff, so they don't wad up in your pocket, which I love. And I'm sure probably a lot of people now just put all that stuff on their phones, but I could never get in the phone mode of doing lists and checking them off. That never worked for me. Just something about writing it down, having it in my hand, definitely makes a difference for me. It may not for everyone. You guys might think I'm old school crazy for having those cards, but it has helped me so much. And it's funny, my mom, so I administered heavy highway construction projects. So I had a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight on my shoulders. And so I always had long lists of things that I had to do. I mean, it was just a lot. And my mom jokes about finding one of my lists one time, a long time ago. She said, yeah, Becky, you had this long list. And at the very end, it said, go buy Tylenol. She said, all that work must have given you a headache. So probably did. It was amazing. Best career I could have ever imagined. Loved it. Felt like it was tailor-made for me. I love the challenge, the responsibility. I mean, I put it before everything. It was everything to me. So that is hard. I don't want to cry here, but that is something you're going to experience when you retire. It's very hard, especially when you leave something you love so much. And so you have to be prepared for that. That can be very hard. And I mean, some people, they might go all their lives and can't wait to get away from their job. But I absolutely love my career. I love the people I worked with. And I mean, probably some of the best times in my life were at that career I had. So that's just something to think about. You know, everyone thinks, oh, it's great. I can't wait to retire. This is awesome, everything. But there is something to be said for being active and being busy and keeping your mind going. In a challenging career like engineering keeps your mind going. And to leave that and not really stay active and not really keep your mind going has had an adverse effect on me. So that's another reason why I think YouTube is going to change my life. It's giving me something to look forward to. Optimism. You know, I might not get rich off of it, but hopefully I can help someone out along the way and help myself out along the way. But I really appreciate you stopping by and listening to what I have to say. And I know I keep harping at that first video, and it is painful, I know. But it can really help you out. And at some point, I'll try to get into what it actually did for me. I just have to make sure it's something that I can talk about on this channel, because I haven't had the chance to read everything you can say. So I don't want to say anything that gets me in trouble, but I can't tell you enough how much it actually helped me. So get through the painfulness of it and stay till the end, because like I said before, I forgot one of the ingredients till the very end. So, well, I'll see you in the next one.